All right, the Oscars are just around the corner. I have released what I personally would pick, the Kovals, but now we must predict who's actually going to win or not. So I'm just going to go through the category, kind of talk through what it appears to be the thought process of the voters is going to be, at least in my opinion, and then I'll give my winner pick, and we'll see how I do. So first up, we'll go with costume design. Avatar, Fire and Ash, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and Sinners. Couple ways this could go. I would say Frankenstein is probably up there, and so is Hamnet. Both period pieces. Frankenstein beloved by many of the people voting in craft categories, and Hamnet, again, period piece, old-timey, costumes, things like that, real dramatic stuff. I will predict that Frankenstein will take this one down. Whether I'm right or not remains to be seen. Makeup and hairstyling, Frankenstein, I've never heard of Kokuho. That was easy to say. Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and The Ugly Stepsister. Apparently this is going to be Frankenstein as well, from what I can tell. No one's ever heard of Kokuho or The Ugly Stepsister. If The Smashing Machine won, that'd be cool. I thought they did a good job with The Rock, but, that's fine. Frankenstein's going to probably take both of these. Film editing, F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. This could potentially be telling. So F1 has an outside shot here, I think. F1 is loved by the craft categories, sound and editing and visual effects and things like that, for good reason. If One Battle or Another or Sinners wins this, it could very well line up with whichever one wins to take Best Picture. I'm going to predict that it's going to be One Battle After Another taking this. But I could be wrong. Paul Thomas Anderson has the editing credit on One Battle. So there is a chance that, if it's going to be One Battle's night, this is kind of where it could begin with him winning editing. So I'm going to go with One Battle After Another. Production design, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners. I'd be shocked if this isn't Frankenstein. I guess Hamnet has an outside shot. Again, the Academy kind of loves the period pieces when it comes to production design. Not necessarily what's the best production, but what's the most production design. And Frankenstein or Hamnet would fall in that category. I'll go Frankenstein. Visual effects, Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World Rebirth, The Lost Bus, and Sinners. This should just be Avatar. It's probably not going to be, which is annoying and stupid. I'm going to go F1. I just think F1 is really beloved by the craft people, and this is probably where they will reward it, but it should be Avatar, because what are we joking about here? It's Avatar, come on. F1 will win this, though, unfortunately. I am abstaining from the shorts and the documentaries because I haven't seen all of them, and that's just such is life. Adapted screenplay, Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. This one is very easily going to be One Battle After Another. Not much debate there. Same with original screenplay, Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Sinners will take this in a cakewalk. The two most nominated movies are going to take the screenplay awards, and we're thrilled for it. Cinematography, Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. I think Train Dreams has an outside shot, but it would surprise me if One Battle does not win here. But you never know. Again, this could point to the strength of who's going to win Best Picture eventually, but I'll go One Battle here. Best Sound, F1, Frankenstein, One Battle, Sinners, and Seurat. I think Seurat has more of a chance than people think. I do think it's probably going to go to F1. If anything is going to be won by F1, it's going to be sound, because the whole movie basically is focused on how it sounds, and so we'll go there. We'll go with F1. The new casting award, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. I will predict Sinners to take it. Casting is more than just who are the actors in the movie. At least this is what the description of the award is. It's a little more kind of behind the scenes as well as the process for all this stuff. I think The Secret Agent could have an outside shot of winning this, but all signs point to Sinners winning this. International, The Secret Agent, It Was Just an Accident, Sentimental Value, Sarat, and the voice of Hin Rajab. Sentimental Value is going to take this, which is unfortunate because I think The Secret Agent is the better movie. But it seems, you know, there was a lot of kind of pumping the fist for Sentimental Value Best Picture chances. It's not going to win, and neither is The Secret Agent. But Sentimental Value will probably take International Feature, which, you know, if you would have told me that a couple months ago, I'd be surprised because I thought The Secret Agent would have been the favorite in this category, but it turns out it just isn't. Animated film, Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Emil, or The Character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. K-pop Demon Hunters, not much debate here. You know, it's K-pop Demon Hunters. Come on now, we don't need to argue about it. Its original score, Begonia, boo. Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle, and Sinners. This is going to go to Sinners. Ludwig Göransson is going to win his 3rd Oscar already. Just comical. I guess Johnny Greenwood could have an outside shot. Obviously, we all know the real best score of the year is Marty Supreme, and yet not even nominated. Not good. Original song, Golden, Train Dreams, Dear Me, I Lied to You, and Sweet Dreams of Joy. Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters will obviously be taking this. It would be very funny though if Diane Warren won her first Oscar this year of all year, when everyone seems to like wholeheartedly agree on an original song choice finally, and it's that K-pop Demon Hunters and Golden and many more songs from that movie is actually quite good. And the fact that there's only one song from this movie is a little bit of a disgrace, but yeah, Golden, taking it. Director, this PBS article has it in a weird order. That's okay. Best Director, Paul Thomas Anderson, Ryan Coogler, Chloe Zhao, Josh Safdie, and Joachim Trier. It's Paul Thomas Anderson. Not really much of a debate here. He's been the favorite all year. He's won every award necessary. The betting odds for him are ridiculous. No matter what happens in Best Picture, Paul Thomas Anderson will have his Best Director Oscar. A little more chaos now for Best Supporting Actor. Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Sean Penn for One Battle, Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value, Benicio del Toro for One Battle, and Delroy Lindo for Sinners. The more I think about this, you could tell me any 5 of them outside of Elordi would win, and I would totally believe you. Early on, it's basically as soon as One Battle was released, everyone was like, it's Sean Penn. Sean Penn's going to win his 3rd Oscar. It's Sean Penn all the way. Then there was like a little bit of Benicio momentum. You know, he kind of became a moment online with, you know, a few small beers line and stuff like that, and just how important Sensei is in that movie. And then the whole time, like, Stellan Skarsgård was kind of like the favorite almost. Like, even before Sentimental Value was released, he was the favorite. Then there's been this whole Sinners push. Delroy Lindo could certainly take this down. You know, he's been kind of the representative of Sinners at a lot of these award shows. And he's been around forever. First nomination, never won. So it's really tough to pick. I'm going to go with Stellan Skarsgård. I'm picking Skarsgård to win. Okay. I don't love it. If I had to pick second, I would pick Sean Penn and then Delroy and then Benicio, and then Elordi doesn't have a chance in hell. But I'm gonna lean Stellan Skarsgård. Is that a mistake? It might be a mistake. I don't love it. But this category is chaos. I don't know. Same, we want to talk about more chaos. Best Supporting Actress is also chaos. Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value, Inga Ibsdottir Lilius for Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan for Weapons, Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. I guess it's going to be Amy Madigan, right? It's Amy Madigan or Wunmi Mosaku. The fact that Tiana Taylor has kind of like fallen out of this race, not necessarily fallen out, but the fact that it seems like Madigan and Mosaku are ahead of her really doesn't make a lot of sense to me, just because of how electric that performance is and how the whole movie is basically centered around it, even though she's only in the first third of it or however much she's in it. I think it's going to be Amy Madigan. But again, the confidence level on these is quite low, which is exciting because in years past, it's been pretty easy to predict, especially the acting nominations. Best Actor, Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leo for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. Another one where I'm like, geez, any 4 of these guys could win outside of Ethan Hawke. I guess there's a real outside chance Ethan Hawke could take this, but Timmy's been the favorite all year. Leo has yet to win any of the precursor awards. Michael B. Jordan just won SAG. The Sinners train is very real, but how much does it affect Timothée Chalamet? And how strong is the Brazilian contingent, of which it is very strong? How can that push Wagner Moura? And since it's, the ranked choice voting and such, are people going to split too many first place votes, and then the second place, the consensus second place, whether that be like Timmy or Leo or Wagner Moura, like, are they just going to take it? I'm sticking with Timothée Chalamet. He's been the favorite all year. He's won many, many precursors. I'm not buying into the mass psychosis that is going on when it comes to the Chalamet hit pieces about opera and ballet, or the fact that he annoys people. If he does lose, that, in my opinion, that just solidifies him farther as like my generation's superstar, basically movie star, because this is exactly what they did to Leo, where it's just like, okay, he clearly is giving the best performance of the year, Titanic, Wolf of Wall Street, insert Leo movie here, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. If they're gonna just make him wait, whatever, doesn't matter. But I'm gonna hope that they are smarter than that and just pick Timmy Chalamet to win. The most locked award, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, Renata Reinsve for Sentimental Value, Emma Stone for Begonia, and Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue for Best Actress. It's Jessie Buckley. Like, it's not even close. She's won everything. These other four are not even competing in the slightest. All right, last but not least, Best Picture: Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Murray Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. It's one battle after another, hopefully. I'm leaning One Battle After Another. The Sinners hype is real, and it very well could win. You just got to think that, One Battle has won the necessary precursors. When competing against Sinners and Hamnet, One Battle has won every single time. And Sinners wins when it's not competing against One Battle. And sometimes even Hamnet wins. So I think One Battle is too strong. It's been too strong all year. There's just no reason other than noise that it would lose. So we just have to stick with what we know, and we know that One Battle has been the favorite basically ever since it came out, even before it came out, and I think it's just going to hold strong on Sunday. You kind of got to block out the Oscar noise, because the Oscar season is way too long and things get messy and weird and mean, quite frankly. So just let's stick with our guts here. Let's predict One Battle After Another. And that's it. Let's hope that my predictions are fantastic. I'm sure they will be. I'm sure I will get 100%. Perhaps I will revisit this video and we can debate on whether I got 100% or 99% right, perhaps. Yeah, tune into the Oscars on Sunday, and tune into my next video, which is Monday or Tuesday or so, about my reactions to said Oscar awards. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye.